Thank you, Promit. Can you hear me now? What's up, Rike? What's up, Promit? What's up, Feels Good? I upgraded to Ableton 12 recently. Nice. Good evening. Hey, Mauricio, what's up? It's been a while. I hope you're doing well. What's up, Preservation Project? Oh, nice, from Mexico. Awesome. So yeah, I'm thinking tonight, what I wanted to get into, what I started messing around with actually last night, and then I figured I should wait and do it on a stream, is play with Ableton's grid features that they just implemented into number 12, version 12, where you can put odd numbers of notes within a chunk of region of time, musical time. So that's what I'm going to mess with tonight. See if we can create a jam out of it. Nice, Argentina feels good. Welcome. All right, cool. Well, let's do it. So here we go. Let's see, let me get rigged up here. Let's see, so this is what we're working with here. Let's do... We're in Ableton 12, and this is what I'm getting at. In the piano roll, in version 12, we got this cool new feature you can do here, where now, let's say we have a region here of 4 16th notes. In the past, you used to have to do all sorts of crazy stuff to kind of make that work, to put odd numbers into this and make that work. So like, for example, if we wanted to put 3 notes in this space, that's doable because we can just go to the triplet grid, make it, let's say, 8th notes, and now we've got 8th note triplets. Boom, we're good to go. That's pretty standard. Triplets are a standard division, so we've got that. But like, what if we want to put 5 notes in that space? There's no 5 grid. There's no 7 grid. There's nothing like that. So you used to have to do pretty upside down and backwards stuff to do that. There was a way. This is how I used to do it up until this version of Ableton. That you would have, let's say we want to put 5 16th notes in this space. You do it like this, where you'd put 4, then you'd have to put an extra one, and then you'd have to select all of them, grab this little handle here, and now slide that over. Actually, no, I'm wrong. You would have to put 5, that's how many we want, and then you'd have to put an extra one. That's right. And then take the handle, and then you're able to slide this one to the beginning of the group here, and now you've got 5 with an extra that you can then get rid of. Pretty cumbersome, pretty inconvenient, and also difficult to do with any elegance as far as saying, I want this 8th note to have 7 notes in it, or I want this quarter note to have 5 in it. You couldn't really just freely introduce tuplets, and now you can, because now, say we want 5 in here, you can just hit Option E, and then this little icon pops up here, and then you click, hold, and then you just drag up and down, and it gives you however many you want. Is there a limit? Let's see. 100, let's see, is it a 256? Looks like that's the limit, 256, which is crazy. Well, we're going to have some fun. This is what we're going to mess with. We're going to see what this allows us to do. So for example, 5, there you go. Very easy, very nice. So let's see, let's get some sounds in here and play with this. Let's see. Thinking, what should we do here? Let's see. Let's start with just some, I don't know, let's start with some nice lush sounds. So maybe some all roads. Pull up my all road instrument here. All roads for Ableton, you can also get it for Logic, Contact, and Decent Sampler. Let's see. Let me do this ADSR version of it I have for Ableton. All right, let's see. Let's go to like 90 beats per minute-ish. Yeah, let's go to 92. Let's see. For starters, let's get a little sound going here. What do we got? Let's see, that might not be coming through. 1 second. You guys hear that? Is that coming through? Okay, cool. Ryan Jensen, thank you. You can hear the synth. Perfect. Yeah, Ableton 12, it's the small changes. I can't say they're night and day, but it's cool. Like for example, this. I'm pumped about this. I know other DAWs can do this kind of a thing. It's nothing super crazy, but it's cool. Promit, not very clearly. Audio seems to be faint. Let's see. Maybe that's just the sound here. Let me see though. Let me start with one that I know is Ryan Jensen says thinks it's good. Okay, cool. I think it's good too. Let's see. All right, we'll go with this. We'll start with this. Kind of a slow attack. We change this up a little bit. Get a little quicker attack. This turns this Rhodes basically into kind of a synth. Hey, what's up, Aaron? Thanks. Yeah, I want this kind of short sound so we can do some of these really rhythmic things with it. Let's see. Let's turn the delay off. Kind of a little plucky bell sound. It is kind of quiet. Let's get a little juice there. Let's see. Ability. Very popcorny. All right, that's cool. Yeah. All right, let's jump back into our clip here. Let's see. So, why don't we go for where to start? This is exciting. Where to start? You know what? I'm going to grab a chord progression from my Chords That Vibe MIDI pack. I'm getting used to the new buttons to control the windows on Ableton still. All over the place here. All right, so we're going to go to Chords That Vibe. So I want to just mess around with the rhythms. I don't really want to tinker with chords or anything like that for right now. So let's see. Let's go to Chords That Vibe Volume 2. What do you think? What key? What key should we start in? Ryan says F. That's what I was thinking. I'm with Ryan. Ryan was first. We're going with F. I like F because it gets you kind of deep into the low end in a nice way. Let's see. Okay, let's see. We got a bunch of fun ones here. F minor 11 to E flat 13, sharp 11, D sus 11. Be interesting. Let's try that one. That catches my eye. Let's try it. Grego. Nice. Glad you're here. Get a little sustain. Put a limiter on our master here. I'm cool with it. That'll work. That'll work. And you know what? I haven't really shown this in any detail yet, but it's been on my list, is that with the MIDI pack, you don't have to use just one. Like, for example, we've got F minor 11, E flat 13. Let's see, let me pop over here. And then D sus 11. You know what? Here. But we can also combine it with some other ones. Like if we want to get back to F minor from D sus, we could include a different one. Let's try that. Let's see. Like for example, yeah. Let's chain a couple of these together. So here, we'll grab these. We'll go to arrangement view. Find them. And now let's see. What if we want to go? Kind of get a turnaround here. And this is how I kind of put this pack together, actually. I was imagining this would be the way to use it. Let's see. So let's grab these four. Yeah, that's cool. So now we got the turnaround from this one. We might even be able to use this one. Let's see. What if we drop this in here? Nice, Ryan. That's awesome. That's awesome. Played low fidelity while fishing. Nice. Oh, you know what? That didn't work. Lose our notes. Let's see. Ah. Cool. What do we got here? This is F. I messed something up. Let's see. What do we do? Let's go back. I'm getting confused. What do we do? Okay, got it. This over here. This over here. I like that change. Okay. That's interesting. We'll go with it. We'll go with it. I feel like it could be smoothed out a bit, but we're going to go with that for now. Okay, that works. Get the ninth in there. F sharp over E minor 9. And then let's see, what if we do this? Okay. Okay, I got an idea. I like this better. Clean this up a bit. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's what I was just about to do, Ryan. Add a note above the G and measure 4. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna mirror this first bit on the second half. Let's see. Then I want to go up to, I think, B. We'll do B up here. And then C. This will be interesting. This might sound pretty wonky. We'll see. Let's see where this goes. Yeah, we got to smooth that out a bit. Let's see. We'll do maybe this. Let's see. Okay, interesting. It's not quite it, but we're getting there. Okay. Interesting. Okay, maybe we gotta go. Yeah, maybe we can go. That works really nicely. And then this. Okay, that actually does kind of work. Maybe we just need to change this root note to C. Then we got 3. This maybe needs to come down here. Okay. Boom, boom. No. Oh, it's just F. Okay. This is major. Okay. This is not quite what I want here. What is it? What do we want? We want G, and then we could go to maybe A, F sharp. Let's try that. Yeah, we're going to do that next. Life is Fable. That's what I'm getting to. I want to get a little chord progression where we can just fill it in after. Let's see. Okay, yeah, here that's what I kind of think we want to go with there. Okay, cool. So then that's F sharp 7. All right. I think we'll leave it there. We'll start doing some rhythm action now. Let's see. Okay, cool. So here's our first one. Let's see. Let's clean it up. We'll get rid of these notes. These notes. Of our first starters, we're going to do this. So instead of even having to switch the grid, we can just take this. We can hold Option. We can split that into 3. Nice. And then we just want this to go down. That's what I want. Because now it goes do, 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 do. Okay, cool. All right, now where to begin? Let's see. Let's chop some stuff up here. Let me. This note to be. Yeah. Gotta repeat that. That's the same chord. Here we go. All right, let's see. Let's just start chopping stuff up. What if we do... If this chord... What if we keep the top note the same, but then underneath, let's make this a group of 5. And then this one, let's make this a group of 7. Let's try it. Kind of fast motion there, and then maybe make this one a group of 3. Interesting. And then what do we think? Maybe 6? This is so easy. That's what I'm saying. We can just play with rhythm in a whole different way now. I'm not even thinking about the grid. I'm just thinking of groups. 6, 4. And then we kind of have 3 here. Maybe we do 3 on all of these now. So basically now, just by using Option E, we have 7, or no, 5, 7, 3, 6, 4, and 3. I kind of like it. This is cool. But there's one thing, not that we're trying to make this as quirky as possible, but this 3 kind of becomes the same as this 6 because it's just 3 here in each of the 2 beats. So maybe this one, and let's see, what happens if we do this? Can we, oh, interesting. So now this puts 2 within that. So I guess what we could also do here, I think there's a command for this as well, but we're just going to make this 1 again. Let's see, if we have 5, 7, 3, maybe we do 9. No, it's going to be the same. That's going to be the same. 3. Okay, interesting. Maybe let's split this so we get 2 different ones. So then this can be maybe back to 5, and then this can be 6. That's a pretty weird rhythm. Oh, and you know what or no, we're good there. Yeah. All right. Bouncing. Let's see. Let's put it to some rhythm now. Let's see. Let me get a kit here. And we can get wild with the kit too. Let's see. Let's try it. Let's get weird with it here. Let's see. Maybe we'll have a kick as a pulse. This is so different now that you can do this, because we could, I guess, in theory, just go now like this. And since it's 4 bars, we want 16 beats. Now we can just go like this. 16. Boom. Okay, interesting. Speed it up a little bit. All right, cool. Now I'm curious, what happens if we just assign this rhythm to like a hi-hat? So let's see, let's compress this down. 1 note. Yeah, that's a good idea, Ryan. I could get that rigged up. Cool, this is interesting. Yeah. And now what's cool about this is we can take these rhythms and we can subdivide them. So by option E, now we can take this rhythm, which is what was going on in the chord, and just double that up. So now we got 10. So it's basically like eighth notes to that 5. This is what would be kind of insane to do without this feature, because you can see none of these are on the grid except the first one in terms of 16th notes or anything. But it sounds so coherent because it's so consistent. Same thing here. Maybe let's do this. Let's see. Maybe let's just do those last 2 of the 3. Yeah, and then maybe here we do. Okay, yeah. Interesting. Okay. Now we're kind of running with it, but I'm just using all the option E stuff. So this is cool. Let's see. Maybe we'll do this as a 2 2, and then maybe this is all 6. Let's see. With maybe the last 3 being even more crazy. Okay, cool. Let's see. Okay, cool. So now let's start removing some stuff. Like, let's see. Because now what'll get crazy is if everything is still on the bar line. The chords change every bar or 2 beats. So is there a way now, like what if we do, is there a clean way? I guess the cleanest way is to do it like this. To have the chord change before the beat. See, I got to split this one into what, 5? Yeah. And then that can go up to B flat. Yeah. Okay, interesting. And now we can get that kick to line up. It happens right here. Means we can. Then we could move this. So now I'm just kind of playing around with the grid here. This is wonky. Let's see. Okay, and then let's see. What if we do all of these together? Join notes. Okay, perfect. Okay, let's see this also. Let's join these 2 as well. Cool. Now we're just going for it. So let's see. And now we could go up to the next chord, kind of before the beat. That's kind of the game I'm playing here. Is I don't want them to be lined up on the beat, which is kind of crazy because it's already wonky enough. I probably should just have it be lined up, but we're gonna see how bad we can make it sound. Okay, and then this, let's join these. Okay, let's see. You know what? I think I'm going about this the wrong way. I'm going to regroup. I'm going to try something different. Yeah, it's cool. That was interesting. I want to try something else with this though. That's not quite what I had in mind when it came to when it comes to that feature. What I was thinking was more like interesting polyrhythms. So let's make it even simpler. Let's get more kind of specific here. Like, what if we just do some fifths? Like, I want to hear. Let's see. Let's go with prime numbers. Let's see. 5. We'll do 5. We'll do like, what if we do 3 here? That's a prime. Although if we're gonna do that, let's do 1 bar. Start with 1. Here we go. C, G, and D. What if C is repeated 3 times? And G is repeated 5 times. And D is repeated 7 times. Yeah, these are the okay. So this is kind of what I wanted to explore. Let's regroup here for a second. This is kind of what I wanted to explore: is what are these patterns that kind of emerge, like in terms of how the notes cascade. Let's see. Like right here, you can see. Let's see. Get myself out of the way. Like we've got those, but then these kind of cascade here in an interesting way. And then these are even further. Like if you imagine a line there, it's like a greater slope. So let's see. Let's actually double this. Let's do this again, but now with 2 bars. Let's see what happens. That's kind of an interesting little situation there. Let's try another one. Let's do the same thing. But now we'll do over the course of 2 bars. So 3. No, but we'll double it up. So now it'll be 6. 10 and 14. We're just doing 3, 5, and 7, but now over the course of 2 bars, so we get... Oh, okay, so no, I'm completely off because it's just kind of the same. So what am I thinking here? We've got those. The first one, not surprising, everything just plays on the beat. And then we have this. But what's interesting is that now we were to do this, these are further apart, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, definitely. And then the third one You know, Philip, it may be. I really don't know. That's way out of my out of my realm. So we might just be, this might be just mathematically illiterate musician discovers the tiniest little tip of the iceberg of Euclidean rhythm. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But I'm just trying to I'm trying to observe the pattern here. So like this is now skipping 2. And now that's just back on the beat there. But what if we do this? Because it's like, that's kind of obvious, but now if we skip 3, skip 3, skip 3, we get this. So it's kind of like expanding out. If anyone knows, if this is actually just kind of like some geometric / mathematical or whatever concept, let it be known. But let's see. But I'm just thinking about it from a music perspective, where I just want to hear, I want there to be this underlying rhythmic structure, but I don't want the consistency. Like when we have this, that's really cool, but there's no space. There's no room for musical pacing. I'm looking for ways to kind of inject some, to take these ideas, but have an opportunity to have phrasing within it. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. Yeah, the distance grows exponentially. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of cool. So that's what we're going for here. Something along those lines. So this is nice. Mariano, what's up? Welcome. This is nice though, because now a pattern's emerging. This is kind of what I was hoping to get into. The chord stuff was cool, but it was too hard, I think, to juggle. That the first idea we started with, the chord stuff, it's a little bit too much to juggle harmony and then also come at this rhythm. So I think we'll just operate in one key for right now, and kind of wrap our minds around some of this rhythm stuff. So I like this because now this C, that's nice, because if it were to be this one, it's too easy to anticipate that it's the one right before the reset. I don't want that. I want this one, because we get that same sense of it being like, and 1, and here we go again. And if we do this one, it's just obviously on beat 1 and 2, so it's a little predictable. And here would be another option. It would be kind of like front loading it. So we're kind of identifying, this is a good option. We want it to be front loaded. This is a good option if we wanted it to be more back loaded. Interesting. And so we're skipping 3. So if we then go with this and skip 3, skip 3, these are kind of the almost like companions to that one in a way, at least as far as it pertains to its own little group of 3/6, 5/10, and 7/14. And so now it feels like this one could maybe fill the gap. Let's increase the tempo. Hey, what's up, Jeff? Nice. Welcome to the channel. New member. Which, by the way, I started a member aspect of the channel. It's going to be kind of similar to the Patreon. Patreon is where I'm going to put a bunch of material, just like from the streams. I want to just create a bunch of stuff, not super formal, but just we'll make interesting things, MIDI clips, samples on stream, and I'm going to put a lot of that stuff on Patreon, as much of it as I can. In addition to other stuff on Patreon. Project files, samples, MIDI, all that kind of stuff. And then the membership is where I'm going to put all of so the streams will be available for a while, and then they'll be put into members only videos. a lot of the streams will stay public on the channel, but a few of them, a handful of them will go as members only, mainly because when I do streams where I'm just making music, that'll make it so there's, you know, I can more freely just make music, and it'll kind of be not just out there hanging out before, you know, it gets released. Anyway, so yeah, welcome to the channel, Jeff. Anyone else wants to join, that's what's kind of the deal is going to be there. And it's just a great way to support. Appreciate the support. Here we go. Let's see. So we got... Okay. I wonder how this sounds against a pulse, a kick of some kind, maybe. Let's see. Sound against our pulse here. I got to get used to doing it this way. This is way more convenient. Slide up. 8 on this. 2 bars, 8. Kind of like this way of thinking of it. Mauricio, indeed. Enjoy the rest of your vacation. Good to connect with you there. Ill Wafer, you know, it's kind of a long story, but it's good to connect with you here again. I've been well. Hope you've been doing well. The short answer is, took a break to kind of get the workflow rigged up so it could be a little smoother and I could put out more stuff and whatnot. And then got poison ivy. If you've ever had poison ivy, you know how much of a pain that is. And I get it pretty rough. Still don't know how I got it, but that's the short answer. A series of setbacks ending with a bout of poison ivy. But that is cleared up. All is well. And yeah, glad to be back. Glad you're here. Alfonso, yes. Tuning in. Welcome. Is this a polyrhythm? I suppose it is. It is, but kind of... Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that in time. So a polyrhythm, you know, the last video I just put out kind of dealt with a polyrhythm, a classic polyrhythm, 3 against 4. You know, polyrhythms are interesting because a lot of people. Oh, you know what? I'm not on camera. Here we go. I'm back. Hey, welcome. Polyrhythms are an interesting term because the way that I see them often used, the term polyrhythm, is when you have a consistent series of rhythm, like whether it be a group of 3 or group of 4, group of 5 against another series, or 2. It's usually an odd and an even, but it doesn't have to be. And that the kind of classic term that, at least as far as I've encountered it, of polyrhythm refers to those two being pretty consistently marching against one another. Like, for example, like this. Like, for example, if we had 3, and against that we had 4, and the 4 just kept marching on, and the 3s kept marching on and on. Eventually, it's going to have to be reset. Like right there, we only have room at the end of this 4-bar loop for 1, and you would get... that kind of a thing. So that's, as far as I've encountered it, kind of a true polyrhythm. But it kind of gets thrown around loosely for anything that's just like rhythmically interesting or something like that. So short answer would be, I guess technically this is a polyrhythm because we have a chain of 7 groups, 7 lits, 7 tuplets, septuplets, and quintuplets, groups of 5, and triplets, groups of 3. But we don't really have them happening consistently. Like, I guess this would be a more proper polyrhythm. But I think once we start doing what we were just doing here, where we're kind of isolating other ones, I don't personally call this a polyrhythm now. Now this is just a rhythm, and it's kind of a complex rhythm, but I don't really think of this as a polyrhythm anymore because there's not really, it's just a rhythm. There's no poly in it anymore. It's a mono rhythm. And all rhythm has interesting aspects of it underneath the hood, Yeah, it's more like a syncopation, exactly. But all these terms kind of bleed into one another, at least to me, and, they're all interconnected, so yeah. But I have been thinking about that lately, trying to decide where is the line, actually? At what point does it cease to be a polyrhythm, so... Let's see, Javier, you said something too. The second D in the second half also cascades along the other notes, right? The second D in the second half. This one. Yeah, good point. That's cool. And we could also maybe do this. Like, what if we do this? And now here's where this Ableton business comes in again, option E. If we want this to also kind of cascade upward, now we could split just this one in half, and we kind of get that now. And again, this is still all completely off of the grid. Like, even if we made this a 32nd note, it's not even on a 32nd note. It's not even if we made this a 64th note. It's like not even a 128th note. Still not on grid at 1024th note. So we're very much drifting in the rhythmic kind of abyss here. And these divisions are what are kind of keeping us tethered. I like this. Okay, now this is starting to feel musical. It's starting to feel like it's going ba-ba-dun, dun, 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 ba-ba-dun, dun, dun. There's like, it's saying something now. It's going up, up, down, but not all the way down. Then all the way from the top down to the bottom. Ba-ba-da-dun, dun, dun, ba-ba-da-bum. I like this. It feels like I want something here though. Maybe this D? Or maybe a different note. Maybe this on just C. No, not quite. What if we split this guy? Oh, interesting. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, I like that. What if we split this guy in half? Interesting. Okay. Let's see. So now the question is it worth it? Should we, because it feels like two just kind of elements between the kick. There's nothing gluing the kick with this part. Try this. Let's try this. Here's a good tool for this, is if we wanted to have a hi-hat, and if we don't want to have to deal with the single lane of a drum rack, we could have a drum synth, because this works nicely, because we can actually just copy the whole clip to this. It doesn't pay attention to pitch. Okay. We didn't have a kick drum. Could we just create a new rhythm as a constant? Yeah, we absolutely could. Let's see. What if we get rid of the kick drum? What does it feel like? Hey, what's up, Haku? You know what I think we need to do? Let's put it in a space. I'm gonna go to my Ambi Electronic preset pack and get a pad. Let's get a pad in the mix here. Let's see. How about radium? Let's see. Nice, I like this. Okay, I think that's what we need. Where we need to go is we need to go into kind of the new agey territory. That's where this kind of mathematical nugget might kind of live at home. Let's see. Okay, I think we'll go with this. This is going to be interesting. We need to change a couple of the notes. But I think this pad isn't quite responding as quickly as I need it to. Let's see. I think it's just be a little bit too much reverb. Let's see. Yeah, let's go with that. All right, let's see. We're going to need to change some of these notes, but that's okay. Let's see. We'll do... What was it? I think it's 8 bars. Here we go. Let's try it. Cool. Let's see. Kind of didn't have a metronome there, so let's see. Not bad. That's a vibe. Philip says. Yeah. Go ahead and maybe make this everything a bar here. Make it nice and legato. Where's our legato? Or quantize, I suppose. A little loud too. I went loud. Very new age. And let's see. There we go. That nice and tidy. this is where I wanted to change this. We'll do melodies emerging. And this is where it gets a little tricky, but it should work. Let's see. Let's see if that flows. Yeah, that works. Maybe we'll come back to it, but that's the right area. Nice, Ryan. Yeah, now we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. We regrouped and we're getting somewhere. Yeah, maybe we'll just go back to these notes. Okay, interesting. Okay, so we could go da 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 da. Oh, cool. This is cool because da 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 da. Now this is kind of like converging in a way into a single melody, but the rhythm's the same. Yeah, which I never would have made this. See, does legato work if we do this? Everything? No, just that. Da 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 da. And then let's see, where does it go there? Sending intervals confuse you? Here. Da-ba, da-ba. Da-da-da-da. Too high. Cool for now. So now I'm thinking, have we just gone too far with the rhythm? Let's see. Like, what happens now if we just make these normal rhythms? Will it sound better? Let's see. Let's do the test. Let's see if it just sounds being do-ba-da-ba. Just normal 16th note rhythm. Let's see. Was it all for nothing? Let's quantize it to 16th notes. I kind of like it. I'll just even repeat this bar for starters. Lactomita, appreciate you. Thanks for coming through. restart my screen recording. There we go. All right. I like this better. Sometimes you just got to go with what sounds better, and I can't deny it. I like the straight up 16th notes. It was cool. It got us to an interesting place rhythmically, but I like the grid. I guess that's why the grid exists. It feels good. Just embrace the grid. I just want to go back into the Matrix. I just want to go back into the grid and eat lobster. Let me just make these same deal here. Did I do this right? I got this off a little bit here. Let's see what happened. Okay, interesting. Da-da. Would delay? Yeah, I was kind of playing with delay here and there, just very, very briefly. Not really. I mean, the delay would kind of just extend the off-grid rhythm down the line. Yeah, okay, this is cool. It's funny. Okay. Not what I want. Maybe just two. Yeah, beat it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, default settings, exactly. I mean, hey, they're default for a reason. Boobity-ba. Let's do boobity. F. Actually, yeah, but this will be nice, I think. Nah, getting too fancy. Let's see. Where does it come from before? What is it? Hey, Nathaniel. Nathaniel. Hey, I'm really glad you found it. I'm glad it's helping. Thanks for your support. Hey, Dimitri. I really enjoy floating points. I haven't listened recently, although I did hear it in the background of a podcast recently, and it reminded me that I need to go back and listen. Some great stuff. All right, let's see. Bass time. Dancing around some ideas. Let's see. I like it just going bum, 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 bum. Maybe just keep it simple. Maybe we just do that. Let's see. Just what am I thinking? Up and then down. Let's do that. So up. There we go. Cool. Let's see. Let's see. I like it going boom, boom, boom. I like that rhythm. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. So it'll be boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Or boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. Baby. Vible. Yeah, Vible. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. Okay, then where's it go there? Boom. Okay, cool. Interesting. Let's see. See if I can get it. Hill Wafer. That is Nod. That is my bass preset called Nod from my Electronic preset pack. Yeah, I use it in pretty much all of my videos. I've been using it and music for the past while. Yeah, let's see. You can get a copy on my website if you're interested. JaronLopezMusic.com. See, I got a little thing here. Does this work? Redid my stream stuff, so right there. Boom. Electronic presets for Ableton Live's analog synth. Yeah, it's a nice one. Nod. It wasn't a setup. Appreciate you. All right, let's see. I think that was the take at the end there. Let's see. Let's see about that. All right. Quantize it, because that's what happened. We thought we'd get fancy. Capture. Such a handy feature, the capture. Let's see what happened. There, it's nice. Works. Cool. Backbeat. Kind of like a little more implied backbeat with that ride, maybe. We'll go with it for now. All right, cool. Get a lead in the mix and we'll call it. Ah, I got my bass still armed. Here we go. Hey, thanks, Kai. You know what I'm feeling, actually? All right, let's break this down a little bit, and then we're gonna call it here. Cabe, what's up? Let's see. Get rid of my hat. Turquoise, but I'm curious what happens here. In fact, let's do it. Let's see. Vital. Playing around with Vital lately. Anybody use Vital? Pilgrim, welcome. Glad you enjoyed it. Let's see. Vital has been really cool lately. Yeah, all right, nice. Soul uses Vital. I've been thinking about starting to use it lately. Use it more because it's free. There's a paid version, but nice. Ryan uses it. Drift. Okay, perfect. That's what I was hoping. It's like an open source or a free, I guess not really open source, but free synth. So it would be great for using it on the channel and in materials and stuff, because then everyone can just download it and we can use it together. Love the compression. Nice. Okay, cool. I'll definitely do that then. Start using it. Let's see. So I've been enjoying doing is what have I? Okay, yeah. Filter cutoff. I'm rigging up pedal. I got a pedal. Okay, so go ahead and put this over here. It's the filter. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I don't have it on the right screen here. Not that you can really see it either way, because I'm doing it with a pedal actually on the ground, which I've been really having fun doing. I need to do a separate stream on that though. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, that's for another stream. We'll come back to Vible for sure. I've been playing around with it quite a bit. It's pretty fun. Yeah, okay, we'll go out with this. What we're going to do is we're going to grab analog, and we're going to... Yeah, the pedal is fun. It's actually this old synth. This is a Yamaha organ. It's got the double keyboards, but it's awesome because it's from 1987. Got it from somebody on Craigslist who was, you know, it's super heavy. So he was basically, I got it for like basically nothing, like a couple $100, honestly. I think it was $200. Which if you know anything about keyboards, it's kind of nothing. And what's awesome about it is it has full MIDI. So it's got MIDI in and out. So I'm just using it as a MIDI controller. And on top of that, it's got 2 keyboards. It's got 2 pedal inputs. So I've got 2 expression pedals, you know, just like from Guitar Center. And it's really fun because that's exactly what I'm going to show you here is you can do really fun stuff. Like I'm going to go here and just map the frequency of the filter to this pedal. And it's insane that something from 1987, I can still just move the thing and it works with something from 2024. Kind of nuts. And then you can do vibrato. I've been liking using vibrato and filter. I'm actually, probably a video in the next couple weeks is going to be focused on, it's going to be called something along the lines of like how to make a synth sing or something like that. And it's going to be about how with just modulating the filter and the vibrato. So I'm going to then put the second pedal on this vibrato. And then I like doing a little something extra where I'm actually going to do the vibrato rate to the mod wheel. So I've got 2 pedals, 1 the filter, 1 on the vibrato amount, and then the mod wheel on the vibrato rate. So filter, vibrato amount, vibrato rate. And on the mod wheel, 2 feet on the 2 pedals. And then you get to play with your other hand and you can get some really fun stuff. And like, for example, if you really just kind of crank it with some reverb or something, you can really have some fun with this. And actually, what we also need is, I've been enjoying using, gotta crank the kind of drive. We gotta drive it a little bit. That with Ableton, with the analog, you can use a drive parameter here. There's a few nice ones. I like the asymmetrical 3, gives you a little bit of grit to it, just a little bit. And then we can maybe roar. Oh, I've been liking using this as well. Get a little tone, brighter, get the saturation cranked a tad. This might be too much. Let's see. So I can control with 1 foot, we can control, so this is no vibrato, and we can get the pedal going with cut off of the filter. And actually, let me turn the filter modulation down a little bit because it's kind of throwing it off, but we'll keep a little bit. Here, we'll put that to 2. Oh, and we got to change it to monophonic. What are we doing? Mono. Maybe a little glide. Just a touch. And then with the other foot, we can bring in vibrato amount. And it takes some finesse, but you can really kind of get a nice kind of blend of all those things going. And then with the mod wheel, you can control the vibrato rate. So and so with those 3 parameters, you can really kind of, it's subtle, you know, it's not going to be like crazy, you know, wavetable craziness, but it gives you a lot of nuance. Yeah, exactly. So you can really get a lot of depth. Not to mention, you could put a bunch of other parameters in there too. We could map multiple things to each pedal. So really you could think of it as you've got like 3 branches of the kind of modulation that you can control, because there's a ton of great stuff that you can do obviously with like a modulation matrix and have it kind of respond to your input, but being able to control it in time and kind of have like develop a sensitivity to it, because I've been playing with it for a couple weeks now, just here and there, and even with just maybe like an hour total of tinkering with it, I kind of starting to build a little bit of a feel for how to kind of, like I said, kind of sing with it a little bit. Cool. Liam, welcome. Glad you caught us. All right, so let's see. I'm just going to jam over this a little bit here. Let's just do maybe just the bass. Yeah, let's space. Let's see. A little less, let's see, or resonance maybe. Verb actually. Nice. Quite getting, you know, oh, you know what it is? I think I've got the roar a little too bright. I need to actually go the other way. I need to darken it that, I think. A little more glide as well. Volume too, I think. Now I'm just in sound design mode. This will be another stream for sure. Yeah, there we go. Square wave. I had a saw wave. We need a square. Nice. Okay, one more round and we'll call it. Get the backbeat in there. Here we go. We'll call it there. Let's see, what are you guys chatting about here? 12:55, 9:55. We got a time check. Time check in the chat. Let's see. I missed some good chat here. Let me see. Okay, I think the last I saw, yeah, Soul was saying, with more controls, you can truly sing through the synth. Yeah, I agree. Nice. Hope you enjoyed the journey. DW. Yeah, that's a good question. How did you learn music theory? You know, that's kind of a long, that can be a long answer. It can also be a short answer, though. I think this may have even come up last time. I have some stuff in the works for, I want to put together I'm working on putting together a course that's going to be like a series of courses. Meaning it's not going to be like a kind of a course where it's like one and done. I want it to be like little modules, you know, so it'll be like, I'm working out the details and everything, but it's going to be like specific subjects where it's like practical objective, where we're going to make this kind of chord progression and flesh it out and then learn music theory concepts and music concepts through that. I'm hoping that'll help a lot of people out who are making electronic music, who want to bring that kind of stuff into it, because it's, you know, what I'm getting at is that it tends to be the case that a lot of the music theory stuff out there is kind of geared towards, if you want to learn jazz specifically or something like that, or classical. And then what's left for music producers is kind of like hey, here's some chord progression formulas, that'll get the job done. When really, in my opinion, there's so much, if not more, to do with music theory in a production context, because the sky's the limit. You can implement it immediately. You don't have to write it and then perform it with a group or rehearse it. If you have the idea and you have curiosity and you have the creativity, you can just paint it right into the canvas that is the DAW. So, long answer, but the short answer is, I would say, just learn something that you know you want to actually create. You know, I would advise to not just try to learn music theory 101. Instead, say, I know this one song that I really like. I love this chord in it, or I love this solo in it, or I love this whatever in it, and figure out that one thing. Oftentimes, you just need to learn one thing, and that could spawn a whole project for it. Sometimes I think people think the impression people can have about music theory is that you have to learn the whole thing in order for it to be useful for you. Not the case. You can learn one thing and that could spawn an entire album for you, EP or whatever. Or if that's not even how you're thinking of music, it could spawn a whole year of very rich, exciting investigation into music. Regardless, point being that just learn one thing. That would be my advice. And the challenge there is figuring out what that one thing is. That'll help you also start approaching music in a very active listening way, where you'll, when you hear something, try to develop the instinct to say, that right there is what I'm after. And then identify it and then go about figuring out how to kind of decode it. That's an ongoing thing. No matter how much music theory or whatever you learn, that's the lifelong journey of music, is hearing things, being excited by them, being maybe mystified by them, and then going on a journey or an adventure to figuring out what those are, and adding them, once you do, to your toolkit. Let's see. Yeah, okay, cool. We've got the time check here. Soul's in Australia. Love that lick. Cool. And also, I offer lessons through Zoom also. So if you're interested in taking lessons with me, I'm happy to help you on that journey. You can book lessons through my website, jaronlopez.com. All right, cool. Well, thanks everyone in the chat for being here. Thanks for hanging. This was cool. This was not where I thought it would go. I was excited to try the whole breaking it into different rhythms. We did that. Always refreshing to go down a path and then kind of realize at the end of the day, maybe the technology doesn't have the goods for us. It's an assistant to us, but at the end of the day, you got to just play what feels right. So that was cool. Always nice to be reminded of that. Cool. Let's see. I don't have a regular schedule for streaming, but I'm now that I'm kind of back in action here, you can expect to see me streaming a lot more often. So maybe a schedule will emerge in the next couple weeks, but I think it'll just kind of be as regular as I can. I enjoy doing it, so we'll see. We'll be streaming on a screen near you. Coming soon. Coming attractions. Nice. Appreciate you being here, Ryan. Raziel, you have a good one. Ill Wafer, appreciate you. Glad to be back. And yeah. Cool. Well, I'm going to let this play out for a second here. Might jam a little bit more on the fade out, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.